Hello, my name's Isaac. Some people think I have a boring existence. I'm a shepherd. They think it's just sitting around in a field counting sheep all day. Well, I can tell you it's more interesting than that. You meet fantastic people and you get great experiences. Like the one I'm about to tell you that happened to me last week. Well, last week we were finished up for the day, counting our sheep, making sure they were all there, nothing had escaped. Me and my friends, that was it for the day. We sat down, eating our supper. Then all of a sudden we were getting tired, we finished our food, one last count and that's it, off to bed. Every day's the same, normal day. Probably been asleep for a couple of hours. I was awakened in the pitch black by the suddenly great big bright light in the sky. I wondered what it was. It was an angel above me. It said to me, "Don't be afraid." Then all of a sudden there's more angels around, all singing praises. I wondered what on earth was going on. I was petrified. The angel still said to me, "Do not be afraid. I bring good news." I tried waking my friends up. They couldn't hear anything, they were sound asleep. It was just me and these angels. I was still petrified. But the more he spoke, the more I relaxed. So he was saying, "Well, I bring this good news, and there's a baby to be born in Bethlehem. You need to go and see him." I thought I was going mad, but I still listened. The angel told me how to go and find this baby. He said it was to be God's son. And I thought at this point I was mad. But no, he said the instructions, where I would find the baby, how he would be dressed, wrapped in cloth, in a feeding trough. Well, I woke my friends up. I listened to the angel's instructions. We ran down to the town, not really giving a care for where the sheep went that night. We had more important things to be doing. We followed right to the edge of town, got a bit confused, but we remembered that the angel said there would be a light. We saw the light above the stable, behind the inn. We went in, and we just saw this young couple that were just trying to get some sleep. While we stopped, they beckoned us in. Then we saw this baby, wrapped in cloth, in a feeding trough. The angel must have been right. Well, we bowed down. This was right. They called us over. This little baby, so peaceful, so content. This was definitely Jesus, God's son. "Welcome, Jesus, welcome to this earth," we said to him. We didn't know what to say to each other, but we decided to leave them to it, leave them to have a bit of peace. We saw some strange people on the way back, all trying to find more room in their inns. We stopped off, told everybody we could about this great news. They didn't believe us, but we knew what we had seen. We knew in our hearts what we had seen that night. We went back up to the hillside. We saw our flocks. The angels had gone, but we knew they were still praising the King. We got to see God's son, Jesus. That was a brilliant night that night.